Oh, shoot, my friends. Good morning, my friends. Coming at you live from my iPhone 12. Now, see over here, I have a little green light that I can look at. Okay, this is Saturday, and it is the 31st, and it is Halloween. And in a lot of states, what they're going to do is they're going to have these kind of drive-through Halloween trick-or-treat things. And so like in your neighborhood, if you know certain people that are doing their little trick-or-treat game, well, then they're going to come by your house and you're going to sit in the chair. And when they stop, you're going to walk over and you're going to give candy to the kids that are sitting in the back seat or wherever they are, and give them a candy, and they're going to wave and say thank you, and off they go. To me, I guess that's better than no Halloween, and for me, I'm really not a real big fan of that day anyway, because where I live, we're getting a lot of people that are older children that don't wear costumes and they're like 17 years old, and all they want is candy. You know what I mean? But we really don't get our share of trick-or-treaters too much. That's not really what this whole video is about. A lot of times when I get up in the morning, I start to think about a lot of things, and then I go, well, I wonder if that's good for a video, and then I do it. So this is my synopsis on what I believe is going on. And I've told people this before, and a lot of people don't believe it. They believe 100% of what they see on Facebook from government officials and this and that and whatever. And they only believe that. If they go anywhere but this, but mainstream news or your TV, then they don't believe what guys like us tell them. Even if we have studied this stuff forever, even if we do know what we're talking about, they don't listen to us. But my big mission was to get people to at least be prepared for anything. Earthquake, which happened in Greece yesterday, and that was the infrastructure there is pretty bad. And my cousin has a friend there, and he goes, oh, it's not so bad. And then I saw the video, and the big building fell down, and tsunami came through and all that. And that's nothing compared to what could happen. Now, 8 years ago, I was talking about, when I had my channel was bigger, I was talking about earthquakes in Greece and Italy, and then eventually there'd be this really big thing that would happen there, and that would be the deal. Now, these guys I will tell you this, are the powers that be trying to help you? Maybe, and here's my coffee. I'm having it. Coffee talk and have a cup of coffee. Those are my two favorite channels. Anyway, they predict that this Apophis asteroid will come through about 2068. I think that that's a lie. I think that that's going to be sooner than you know. Will it be within my lifetime? I don't know. I can't tell you that because you can't predict them. You can't. Even if the main people were going to tell you that this was coming through, they could only give you 3 days notice. That's all they know, because they come in behind the sun, then they can't see them. By the time they're visible to see, they have 3 days. So that's probably all the notice you would have. Kind of ironic, too, that Halloween is semi-canceled, because every year there's this kind of, I know people think this is crazy, but every year there's this cartoon, Charlie Brown Halloween, and there's old Linus, kind of like me, sitting in the pumpkin patch, looking for this big pumpkin to show up. Pumpkin, not pumpkin. But anyway, he's sitting there waiting for this to come, and it never comes, and he gets his little girlfriend to come, and she sits there with him, and nothing happens, and oh my God, I missed Tricks or Treat. I can't believe it. I sat here with him. But my whole thing has always been to help people stay prepared. And if that means that I rattle this over and over and over, then I rattle it over and over. Whether it be an earthquake, a big tsunami, EMP, whatever it is, you need things to help you. Power supplies. I don't have one in front of me. Well, this is kind of. Oops, sorry about that. I dropped it. It's my battery pack to my iWatch. I don't think I really need my iWatch, but that's what I mean. You need little battery sources. Your car will for a while. And anyway, this is all coming because of the elections coming up on Tuesday. Now, they don't even know if they're going to know everything about that. On that day, if they're going to know that, yes, this is it, and it's going to happen, and whatever. But people are expecting shit, so they're boarding up their businesses, and a lot of people just want to stay in their houses that day and go nowhere. They probably won't really know until Wednesday morning, maybe, and it might take a week, and it might take 2 weeks, and it might go all the way into the next year, because you know what? Is more and more of the vandalizing of all this stuff makes the votes not count, because then if it even screws 2 votes, 1 vote, then that's 1 vote. But again, remember Electoral College, and that's what really counts. They're already saying that the guy that no one likes, Orange Man Bad, is taking key states right now. They're showing the African-American vote and how low that actually is in all these areas. They're not voting at all, and they usually don't. My synopsis is that I don't think it matters who wins. One side will be mad at one side. I think that's orchestrated. I believe it's completely the way that is. I could tell you that till the cows come home. You're not going to believe me. Most people won't. But in their little way, they are telling you that this thing out here is on its way. When is it coming? They don't know. They know a frame. That's why the world's getting all weird. Oh, I know, and I told you. I'm not saying the virus is fake. Because if iron oxide is the culprit of it, then it's still doing it and it's still causing it. But are the numbers like they say they are? Well, that might not be true either. Because I'll tell you this again. Where I work, my immediate boss's wife is a nurse at a major hospital, a major known one. And she says that they have written down COVID-19 as death, even if it was just the flu. Here we go again. There was a person who talked about the abbreviation of it. China organized virus in December 2019. Well, I don't know. Now here's another thing. Remember, China. I think that's, I don't know. Well, it's not here, but there's been many pictures over the years of these double suns there. Now remember, the sun, I don't have anything else to show you, would be up like this. Here's your sun. It's like this because its orbit doesn't allow it to be like this. It's like this. It doesn't go round and round. It goes round and round. So you're only seeing this part of it. You might not ever see the full thing, maybe, but they always say that by that day, no one's going to know. So the other thing is, again, I'm going right back into the same things. So you go look at them and search them up. Bob Fletcher, he was a guy that was involved in the Clinton trial. He like he said, the day before 9/11, Rumsfeld was on the floor saying how much debt we were in, and then boom, that happened. So he went in search of where the gold was. Comes to find out there's gold in Fort Knox, but not very much, because I guess Russia had this gold that they wanted, and we said we couldn't give it to them till a certain time. Gee, because it's not there. And where did the money go for? Bunkers, all this stuff for elites, blah, 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 blah. But are they trying to tell you in their way? They're using this, even, I told you, so I don't say it's fake, but they're using this to say, and this is going to go on for a while. Well, why? Because the iron oxide dust is going to be there for a while. They don't know where it is, whatever. And wherever a person is, if they inhale it and get it, well, then they're going to pass it if they sneeze on you. Yes. Again, go on Google, research COVID-19 and iron oxide, and you're going to find out that they have very similar things. I've said that over and over. I've drummed up in every video. I talk about iron oxide. I talk about prepping. I talk about whatever it is over and over and over and over until people get it. So even if you just prep for an earthquake, at least you are. I have friends of mine that kind of don't believe what I'm saying, but they have stocked up some. That's good. They actually came on the news and told people that, oh, here we go, second wave of preppers. Here they go. We're going to lose everything. See what I'm saying? Because they know, but they can't tell you what they know. Because if they told you, see, you're mad enough at what this is and what it's doing. And some people, oh, I won't do that. Well, here's the deal. It's easier to slam something at you like this than it is to tell you what it really is. Because if they came out and said, well, and then they never mentioned the other, they just came out and, there's this rogue dwarf star and it's going by and it's got a big long tail, like the Bible's dragon, and it's poisoning the earth with its iron oxide tail as it goes by, and every so often it's whipping in little meteors or whatever they are, asteroids or meteorites or whatever it is. And the odds are you might catch it, and if you do, it'd be like the flu, and if they don't take care of it and you've got the wrong, things wrong with you, you'll die. Oh, and by the way, one of these things it's carrying is big enough to do something. Then your whole thought process isn't the same. Because what you're thinking is, oh, crap. You mean to tell me? And the whole mindset of the whole world is different. The frickin' goddamn across the way on a different country, they're closing down a frickin' country. 2 countries. They're allowing a certain amount of people to run around and take people's heads in the name of religion. That's in the Bible. And what is it they want these guys to be? They want them to be them. Saturn, Satan. Hexagon, underneath it. Little dots that go the other way. Oh, this way. And yet these people down here do that and go that way around the cube. Saturn? Church lady, can we say Satan? I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, so they are telling you. They're just not telling you. You know what I mean? So a lot of people say, well, they do. They say that they have to tell you what's happening so you know, and then you're ready for it, right? That's true. And they are telling you. They're just not coming out and telling you what it really is. Bob Fletcher talked about a pandemic that would begin. Then he talked about this kind of civil war that would happen. It doesn't matter who wins. They've constructed it this way, so it will happen. And all I can tell you guys is stay home. Don't go to the street. Don't wear a blue hat. Don't wear a red hat. Because all you're doing is making yourself a target. Just hang loose. That's all I can tell you. Most people aren't going to do that, though. Anyway, with that said, I wanted to come out here and do this because it kind of hit me, and I thought, I'll bring this up and talk about it. So yes, they are telling you. They're just not telling you, if you know what I mean. Is it going to be in a year? Who knows? Is it going to be in 2 years? Who knows? Is it going to be in 5 years? But that's why they keep saying over and over, this time, over and over. Because each time they think they're going to do it, and then that thing gets a little bit to where they think it is, oh shit, the case has gone up. And then, beep, case has gone up. See what I'm saying? Because they don't want to tell you about that thing. Because if they do, they know the world will lose its ever-loving mind. Also, Church of Guidestones. Yes, those are true. Who put them there? No one knows. But so, my friends, I guess that's about all I got to come out for you guys. I usually do a 15-minute video or keep it a little bit shorter or maybe 5 minutes longer. But I know that no one's attention span for this is over that. And I do drum in the same things over and over, but I am drumming the same things in over and over so people understand what I'm trying to tell them. So anyway, my friends, as I say in every video as I go away, and I may not do another one until tomorrow, and who knows when I will, peace, and I'll be seeing you. You keep your eyes up there if you can, because you know what? Now, that comet Neowise 2 I never saw. That was supposed to be here. Well, no, I think it's supposed to be this week or next week. And then they're going to have that asteroid in about a week, which we have not heard about now, so who knows? But anyway, peace. I'll be seeing you. Eyes to the skies. You keep it going and stay stocked up and be ready, my friends.